Shelly Killinger here from RE/MAX. I hope you're having a beautiful day. So I wanted to take a moment today to talk to you about a topic I've been hearing a lot about, my customers have been asking me, and that is interest rates, especially with them rising. A lot of consumers have questions about interest rates and how does it affect them. So I am going to answer for you 3 questions today that I've been receiving a lot regarding interest rates. So the first question that I receive almost every day is, where are interest rates headed? And so after the election in November, we did see interest rates tick up slightly, and we've been running about 0.5% higher than we were those pre-election numbers. And so a lot of people, when those interest rates ticked up, they started to wonder, well, where are they headed? Obviously, they're going up. How far are we going to go? So I have a little slide to show you. Fannie Mae, the Mortgage Bankers Association, and the National Association of Realtors have put this data together, and they are predicting where interest rates are going to be headed throughout 2017 and 2018. So as you can see, the very far right column averages all 3 of those together. And so at the end of 2017, in the 4th quarter, they are expected to have interest rates right around 4.5%. And as we head into 2018, throughout the first half of the year in 2018, we're expected to be about 4.63 to 4.73% interest rates on a normal conventional loan. Now, of course, these interest rates do vary depending on your individual credit score and your financial picture. So, of course, we would want to consult with a mortgage lender regarding your situation, but this will just give you a general idea of where these major entities expect interest rates to be headed. The second question is, will interest rates rising deter buyers from buying? And so when we look at studies, basically we see that buyers do not start to hesitate, or they do not start to hold back from purchasing properties until interest rates hit about 5% to 5.5%, some studies show. And so if we're looking at this same chart that we just took down, we're expected into 2018 to not even hit that 5% mark. And that is where we really will see buyers start to pull back just slightly. And like I said, some buyers will not pull back until 5.5%. Some buyers won't pull back at all. I mean, there will always be real estate being traded. So if you are a buyer, it's something certainly to consider. Interest rates are rising, and so if you're on the fence about whether or not now is a good time to buy versus a year or 2 years from now, that might be something to sway you one way or the other. If you're considering selling, again, it might be a better time now to sell versus 2 years from now or a year from now, because as those interest rates rise, affordability then becomes tighter for buyers, and they aren't able to go above asking price or pay as much for these homes that are on the market. So question number 3 is kind of tongue-in-cheek, but I hear it a lot. Shelly, should I panic about these interest rates? Is there reason for me to panic as a buyer or even as a seller that these interest rates are finally starting to go up? And so I want to show you a little slide to kind of put things in perspective for you. This actually goes over the historic interest rates decade by decade. And if you take a look, back in the 1970s, interest rates on average were at 8.86%. That is double where we are sitting right now, over double actually. In the 1980s, we're triple what we are now at 12.7%. The 90s, it goes back to 8.12, and then in 2000, 6.29. So we are at the lowest. We are at historic lows in terms of interest rates. So this should hopefully put things into perspective that yes, they are starting to creep up a little bit, but in terms of the big picture, we are not at historic highs. We are not even close to approaching those. In fact, we're just the opposite. So those are 3 questions answered for you regarding interest rates. I hope you found value in this today, guys. Please subscribe to my channel for more information on buying and selling real estate and information on market updates. Also, please feel free to like the video and comment down below. I will answer your questions in those comments, and my contact information is below too, so if you have any questions that you want to reach out with personally, I'd be more than happy to answer those for you. Thanks guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.